Is that next way the system tricky and all, because you don't need to go to church to do that. You could watch yourself and tell yourself, speak to yourself. But they tell you that you're going to go say you're going mad, but it's not mad. It's the same thing when you're doing when you go in church. The pastor speaking to you, but not physically you. Your spirit on the inside. That's why some people are lead church and they're feeling so good when the pastor don't preach. All you need to practice that for yourself. You could watch yourself in the mirror and do the same thing. Instead of every day you're going to church and then they're collecting communion and his money and this and that, and you know, you living in a raggedy down, break down house, but the pastor living in a big mansion. You understand? He was actually putting things in place for generations to come. It come like we ancestors, we great grandmother and them who fight in slavery and things. A lot of people didn't understand what they was doing. But we today, who living in society today, we understand what they was doing for the greater good. So people would never see your vision when you working right now. You see, you think when you have a vision, people would never see it. Only you could see it because you have it. You have the knowledge and the wisdom to bring this vision to life through the Most High. So how could you expect other people to see it? They won't see it. They would tell you they understand you. They would sit down. They would listen to you. They would give you that sense of comfort to know that, okay, yeah, somebody listening to me, and you know. But to see it, they wouldn't see that vision until you start to actually bring it to fucking life, and they will say, "Oh God, so it's all like you doing all the time, mate? Nah, mate, thing, you know." So don't give up on whatever it is you're doing. Believe in what you are doing. Know that one day somebody, even if it's the person that you expect to understand and see the vision, even if they don't understand, that person that you thought would have understand, somebody is going to understand. And somebody might have to come and explain to the person you thought would have understand. You probably would have done dead and gone 2-3 generations down the line, and someone have to come to explain to the one that you thought would have understand, to make them understand. A complete stranger might have to do that. You understand? So no matter what, keep focusing and believing in your dreams, because someday somebody is going to see it and understand and actually be proud of you. Like, let me be honest, dog. Dog, look how much things I do and thing by dog, boy. You know how much people just tell me they're proud of me? About 5 people, I can count on my finger how much people just tell me they're proud of me and congratulate me genuinely from the bottom of the heart. I don't let that faze me, because you know what? They say that the support, no one, but the congratulations, 1,000,001 in fucking them. Look, when I sing Greatest Bend Over, everybody, I dropped a song the other day. Watch the support. You understand? Watch the support. So in life, you just have to keep working, keep focusing, keep believing. You see, believing, most important key word I say in this life today on break all the spread. Even if 5 people clap for you, learn to clap for your fucking self. I just tell myself that. I just post it on my WhatsApp, on my Instagram. I am proud of myself. Learn to make everything start with yourself. You understand? Some people just look, they have a girlfriend, they're waiting for the girlfriend to message them and say, baby, I'm proud of you. And when the girlfriend message them, she mother can marry no boy. They think she's proud of me. Or some people waiting for the auntie, the mother to tell them, listen to me. Everything in life starts with yourself. Tell yourself you are proud of yourself. Look at yourself in the mirror and watch yourself and say, yeah, boy, dog, I'm real proud of myself. I come from so far and still trying to go further so that generations down the line, my great-grandchildren wouldn't be able to go through what I go through. I don't think for today. I don't think about now. Now is important, you know, but the future is way more important than now, dog. So Believe. Watch yourself and talk to your fucking self. Don't let nobody tell all you're mad. I know mad thing. I book dog. When you talk to yourself, you know you're talking to your inner spirit. Big man thing. When you're talking to yourself, you watching yourself in the mirror. You talking to your spirit on the inside, boy, when you're talking to yourself. Big man thing. And your spirit on the inside can hear you. Literally apart from your physical body. You understand? You want to be successful. All the people them who unemployed, looking for a job. I am not no fucking, do you say psychiatrist? Or them people and them who does come and hold your hand and say, let me read your palm and all them kind of thing. I not nobody like that. I just tell people some of the instructions that I receive spiritually from my inner self, though. When you talk to yourself, if you ever notice, most of the things people will be saying is the wrong thing. That's be the right thing. The right thing, when you're dealing with your ancestors and them, and the Orishas, is Obia. When you're talking to yourself, you're mad. It's a wrong fucking thing, dog. Dog, you have to be able to speak to yourself, because everything starts with self. Your self reflect around you. When you speak to yourself and you watch yourself in the mirror and you say, I wake up this morning, I'm going to have a good day. Dog, your spirit on the inside does literally hear you and feel that, by dog, and trust and believe. But somebody could come around you cussing that fucking, and you can be like, blessings and love. Because you already spoke to your spirit for the morning. You already tell your inner self, not your physical self. You already tell your inner self how you want your day to be. So that is how your day going to be. Family I grew up in. You see my grandmother? I will never forget my grandmother, boy. My grandmother teach me real plenty in this life, boy. When nobody home and thing, and I home with my grandmother used to tell me, talk to myself and thing. Talk to yourself. You have nobody to talk to. When I was younger, I used to tell my grandmother, Granny, me had no friends. Literally, I had no friends when I was younger. I was like, if I tell you, they used to call me Party Piper. I used to, everybody used to laugh at me, run me from around them. So, I had no friends. You know my grandmother used to tell me? Talk to yourself. And I only after my grandmother dead and thing, by dog, boy. And it's really true, by dog, boy. They just always tell you that by elders, but it's only when I dead and gone, you go understand what I used to tell you, you know. Only when they're dead and gone, I get to understand how wise my grandmother was, by dog, boy. That woman telling me, talk to yourself, man, and all. You will be walking, going on the road normally, and yourself, your mind, your conscious, your spirit on the inside will tell you, hey, don't pass so. Because you know why? You're accustomed talking to yourself. So you're awoke, you're awake. You understand? No matter if you get a distraction, your inner self will tell you, hey, watch that person, innit? You're not too right. You understand? So talking to yourself is very, although mine are moisturizing my face out, they real fucking cool, look. Your face just get dry and shit. Talking to yourself is very important. You understand? Some people looking for love. They're looking for peace. They're looking for riches. But they don't even know everything starts with yourself. You want peace, you want love. Focus on yourself first. That's why they say when you're single is the most important time in your life. You understand? When you're single, it's time to reflect on yourself. You're not in a relationship. You go to the gym. See about your health. You know? Everything. When you're single, that is the time for you to literally talk to yourself and improve yourself. So that when you reach in a relationship now, you can improve that other person. But if you're not doing that, when you reach in a relationship, however you is, you're gonna affect that person. Yeah. If two, you know, they don't know how to talk to yourself, or they're just gonna affect each other and they're gonna become toxic. But nobody not self-awoke or speaking to the self, you know, when they wake up in the morning. Yourself. You understand? The city Father is in you, and you is within the Father. You understand? He made us in his own image and likeness. So which means he is here, he is in us. So when you speak to yourself, who you feel you could be speaking to as well, you're speaking to the Father, you're connecting consciousness, your ori, everything. You're connecting with that inner divine, your spirit, and that could connect to the Father. And people who understand that everything starts with themselves. You understand? Even your body is a temple, is a church. It's how you treat everything. You know? Health is very important. I mean, I'm not so good on that, you know, because I don't eat a lot of junk food. But still, everything starts with yourself. And if you're not allowing yourself that 5 seconds or 10 seconds a day, then you just getting weak. You're weakening your spirit. That's why some people need to go to church. You understand? Some people need to go to church to hear the music. And you know when the music playing, the pastor goes start to preach. And he tell me, listen, the Father say and the Bible says while the music playing. Or they tell me if I lie, when you're in church, it doesn't matter what church you go, if it's Seventh-day Adventist, Pentecostal, whatever. When the person playing the music, the piano, I'm not talking about them fast beat, the slow ones and them. And the pastor talking. And you just feel it on the fucking inside, boy, dog, boy. You just feel it on the inside. So that's why they create church. Because some people need to go in the church to be able to get that, as I say, the word. The word is not by bread alone man shall survive, but by the word that cometh. You understand? So that word, some people just feel it on the inside, which is a feeling. And when you leave church, you're feeling so, you know, like you could conquer the world. You're feeling good. But that is the next way the system trick you and all, because you don't need to go to church to do that. You could watch yourself and tell yourself, speak to yourself. But they tell you that you go say you're going mad, but it's not mad. It's the same thing when you're doing when you go in church. The pastor speaking to you, but not physically you. Your spirit on the inside. That's why some people are leave church and they're feeling so good when the pastor don't preach. All you need to practice that for yourself. You could watch yourself in the mirror and do the same thing. Instead of every day you go in the church and then the collecting communion and his money and this and that, and you know, you living in a raggedy down, breakdown house, but the pastor living in a big mansion. You understand? And it ain't making sense when you could just be home and connect with your true and living self on the inside. You don't need to go to church to get that feeling. But some people believe in the church more than God. You know? They believe that. You know? But anyways, I just still go to church too. Because I just like to beat my drum and sing and clap. I like the music. You know? I'm not telling anyone do not go to church, okay? I'm not telling anyone to not go to church. Go to church, but do not think you need the church to be able to have that connection with your inner self and the divine Holy Spirit. You do not need the church that, because the word say he is in you and you are with him. But it's good to go to church. It's still good to go to church. But don't get tricked by the system. The church, you don't need the church. The church needs you. Because without people in the church, how is the light bill going to pay? How is the lota going to have flowers? How the vessels go clean? How the altar go get wiped down? So don't be fooled. The church doesn't need you. No, you don't need the church. The church needs you. Okay? So let me wisen up a little bit. You are the church as well too. What makes a church a church? The people in the church. What makes a country, no, what makes a government a government? The people that comes together to form the government. So what makes a church a church? The people, the members of the church is what makes the church. When you walk and you carry yourself any way that you go, they would know, hey, this is a member of so spiritual Baptist, or so Catholic church, or so Seventh-day Adventist, or so Pentecostal. So we are the church. We carry the church everywhere we go. You understand? If you walk and you go down Moruga and somebody see you, they go say, but wait now, you not from so spiritual Baptist, or so Seventh-day Adventist? And that way now, you are the church. You carry the church. You understand? So don't get tired of this life that we living in. And don't be fooled. When you wake up in the morning, speak to yourself. Talk to yourself. Don't wait till the pastor and you sit down in church and the pastor can speak to you. And, you know? That's why when some people say that in church and the pastor talking and the feeling like the pastor talking thing for them and all kind of thing. But like he talking and saying that for me. Like she saying them, she throwing them words for me. It's because your spirit on the inside is awake. And it is hearing, not you physically hearing that, your spirit hearing that on the inside. Church you go to is one Most High divine and creator. Religion was made to separate people, divide. To destroy, you must divide. To be able to destroy mankind, you must divide them and bring separation, wherever the word is, I can't pronounce it right now, between mankind. So that way now it will have war and all these kind of things. The Rastas were in the Muslim were in the Hindu don't like the Baptist don't like that. And all them things now, spirituality, it comes with race and these kind of your skin color. You understand? So religion was created to divide mankind. There is only one true and living creator, one true and living God. Even the Hindus know it. You understand? One true and living God over all. You understand? It could have Mother Lakshmi, it could have Hanuman, it could have Makali, it could have Shiva, because I am in the spiritual field. There is not one walk of life. You understand? We know about the Hindu and those sort of stuff. My church keep Indian prayers when the time is come for that and all those kind of things. So when you really watch it, in spirituality, religion is one. You understand? In the Ifa religion, Saint Michael is Ogun. In the Hindu religion, Saint Michael is, I can't remember the name, but you know, it still have, you understand? So it's all the same thing. It's one God, but a lot of people just want to be divided, and you know. But I love all my people. Even on Facebook, right? I see a lot of people making arguments and quarreling about the OnlyFans song and why I use an Indian girl in the video. Mind you, yes, she's from the Hindu lineage or whatever. I don't know how to pronounce it right, but listen to me. Trinidad is a multicultural country. When you listen to the anthem, here every creed and race finds an equal place. Listen to the flicking anthem. All in all, your proud Trinbagonians that's be singing. Here every creed and race will find an equal place, but yet still, all you singing the anthem and all you still being racist out here. These are the things, dog, that's supposed to be high class stupidity. Because you're singing the anthem proud. Here every creed and race finds an equal place. And then when you see an Indian girl or a black girl, you have stupid comments to say. Think before you speak. Or if you're not thinking before you speak, then don't speak at all. Because it in the anthem. Why are we so racial in Trinidad and Tobago? And then all of us could stand up to sing the anthem. It making sense. I don't just watch certain things and ain't say nothing about it. But you know, like, come on. Apart from being an artist, I'm a human. You understand? I am a human. And I have family that is from, you know, who is Indians. And I have family who is Chinese. You understand? Because on my grandfather's side, he has Chinese mix in him. So I have family that is of the Chinese descent. That is why when people see me, they always say, but why your eyes looking Chinese? So it's because I have a little Chinese in my blood. Spiritually and all, I've been on the Chinese road. You understand? So I don't understand. If people gotta understand, life is more spiritual than physical. Physically, you could be an Indian, you could be a Negro. What is your spirit? Your spirit has no color. We is one. All of us is one though. We is just spirits living in bodies. And just because you were born on the earth, I never choose my family or choose who to be born from. I'm a black guy. I'm from African descent. But that doesn't make my spirit racial or anything. All you need to think bigger than like bigger than how all of us think. You understand? All you need to think bigger than how all of us think. The mysteries and the wonders of spirituality is a hell of a thing.